Okay, so today you would have already watched the video Introduction to Moles, and then we're going to look at how to type in Avogadro's number into your calculator. So Avogadro's number is 6 by 10 to the 23. So the first thing you need to do is to get your calculator, and then you're going to type 6 exponential 23, and it's going to show up like this. Now if you don't have a exponential key, exp key right here, then you need to use another key. Now some calculators might have it as the EE key here, or you might have a 10 to the N or 10 to the X key. So each of these boxes represent one of the keys on your calculator. So you'll type 6, the exp key 23, or another calculator might have 6EE23, or another calculator might have 610N23. It really depends on your calculator, and you need to look at your own. And when you're finished, you should get in the corner 6 with a 23 superscript, like this. So now we're ready to try some practice questions. Alright, so here's the first question. How many particles are there in 1 mole of sodium atom? So again, you take out your calculator, and because it's just 1 mole of sodium we're talking about, you type 1 into your calculator, multiply by sign from your calculator, and then as I showed you, 6 exponential 1023. So that will give us 6 by 10 to the 23. Very simple. How many particles are there in 2 moles of magnesium atoms? Well, in this case, you're going to type 2, multiply sign. Then as I showed you before, 6 exponential 10 to the 23. That'll give us 12 by 10 to the 23. Now your calculator will interpret this as 1.2 by 10 to the 24. And if you want to convert it back to 23, or how this relates to 23, is this number means how many decimal spaces you move to the right. 24 meant that you had to move 24 spaces to the right. So that if you only want to move 23 spaces to the right, you could just change this as moving 1 space to the right already. So this is 1, this will be 1, and 23, that will be 24. So essentially what you have is 12 by 10 to the 23. So this number can easily compare to this number, but it means the same thing as this number. Thank you. Now go on your calculators and practice.